Robert Redford, an iconic figure in cinema, always had a unique relationship with sequels throughout his illustrious career. However, there stands out one particular film that he really wanted to bring back for a second act, even many years after the original was released. The celebrated actor, director, and founder of the Sundance Institute, who sadly passed away at the age of 89, leaves behind a remarkable legacy filled with masterpieces like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Sting, and All the President's Men. Back in 1972, Redford took on the role of Bill McKay in Michael Ritchie's political satire titled The Candidate. In this film, he portrayed an unexpected challenger in the California Senate race, effectively shaking up the status quo. This work not only earned 2 Oscar nominations but also clinched a win for Jeremy Larner's outstanding screenplay. Filmmaker Rod Lurie, who directed Redford alongside stars James Gandolfini and Mark Ruffalo in the 2001 movie The Last Castle, shared with The Hollywood Reporter the fascinating journey they undertook while brainstorming a sequel for The Candidate. This conversation was sparked, in part, by Lurie's previous success with his Oscar-nominated political thriller, The Contender. During their collaborative efforts on The Last Castle, which depicted a power struggle within a military prison, the duo frequently discussed how they could continue the narrative of Bill McKay. Lurie recalls that Redford had a genuine enthusiasm for the story ideas they exchanged, although Lurie never moved forward with writing a draft. One of his aspirations was to carry on the story of Bill McKay, Lurie stated. He was really passionate about it, and often worked on scripts tirelessly. We mostly pondered over what the plot could be. We even had a couple of actors in mind, such as Denzel Washington and George Clooney, for roles alongside Redford's character, who by then would have transitioned into an ex-president guiding a new candidate. He added, "We had countless hours of conversations covering what Redford wanted to achieve with this sequel. And then we maintained correspondence after finishing The Last Castle. But despite all the exciting ideas, it just didn't materialize." As time went on, Redford shifted his approach regarding the potential sequel and reached out to Larry Gelbart, who was known for his work on the MASH television series and as co-writer of Tootsie, to craft a script. In early 2003, Redford discussed this project with the New York Times, humorously labeling himself anti-sequel, while asserting that now felt like the perfect opportunity to again take aim at the absurdities of American politics. He mentioned that the truth is so dreadful, yet in its own dreadful way, it's amusing. Interestingly, Redford did take part in a sequel much later in his career, returning to his Marvel character Alexander Pierce for 2019's Avengers Endgame after first portraying him in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. However, a follow-up to The Candidate unfortunately never came to fruition. Rod Lurie, reflecting on his time with Redford, expressed deep gratitude for their collaboration and lauded Redford's contributions not just to film, but also through his initiatives at Sundance. He emphasized his admiration for one specific film. "In my view, he starred in the greatest film ever made, which is All the President's Men," Lurie remarked. "During the production of The Last Castle, we enjoyed dinner 3 nights a week, yet we always found more to discuss about All the President's Men." Is this a lost opportunity in cinema history? And do you think a sequel could have lived up to the original? Share your thoughts below.